So so I'm sick, and this is what my voice sounds like when I'm sick. I don't know quite how to describe what it's like to have a voice like an old man. It started out with a fever. I had a really bad fever. I was gonna go play airsoft with some friends, and then that didn't work out. And then from the fever, it went into some other symptoms like a sore throat. Then today I was making some phone calls, and this happened. So I'm sorry that I haven't been vlogging more. I realized that the most time-consuming element of making video is editing. I've got some content that I want to upload. I went fishing, didn't catch anything. They totally outfished me, so be looking for that one coming up soon. I also just went to a pastor-teachers retreat for the conference. For those of you who aren't familiar with what a conference is, I'm in the Seventh-day Adventist Church. We manage churches by conferences. There are generally three schools of thought when it comes to how churches operate. The first is your Congregationalist model, which is basically the whole local church runs itself. Then there are the church models that are more top-down approach, and then there's the Seventh-day Adventist Church and some other denominations that have more of a democratic approach to things, though there is some controversy every now and again, such as with the women's ordination issue, for those of you who are familiar with that. So our churches are divided up in conferences. The conferences manage the churches, but in turn the local churches vote who the conference representatives are. In California, there are four conferences. There's Southeastern California Conference, which is basically everything in Southern California besides LA. And then you've got Southern California Conference, which is just LA. And then you've got Central, which is kind of Bakersfield to Modesto. And then you've got Northern California Conference, which is basically Stockton all the way to the Oregon border. And I'm at Central California Conference, and I just went to their meeting with all the teachers and pastors. One of the really cool things that they gave us were these Garmin VivoSmart HR watches, and I thought that was really cool. I felt really appreciated and loved. Now, some of you are thinking, why are the pastors and teachers getting gifts? When was the last time you ever heard of a pastor and teacher getting a bonus? I'm being totally materialistic, I'm sorry. The second thing is, what's the conference doing by wasting old ladies' tithe money on electronic devices for their pastors? These were not purchased with tithe money. There was somebody who gave a generous donation to the conference to get these things specifically for us. And that's really awesome. I really appreciate that. I am a little incredulous, though, because there are two myths surrounding pastors. One of them is that we're couch potatoes. I don't even own a couch. I'm a very, very bad liar. The second is that pastors are terrible at communicating. I personally have been accused of that, and I resent the accusation. Well, for all of my friends who are worried about getting a hold of me, check this out. Smart notifications. So every time I get a text, my hand's gonna... I don't know what to say. Boundaries. Boundaries are important. Thank you, whoever gave the money for these. I really appreciate the gift. All jokes aside, this was really very, very nice of you. So thank you. I'm going to open it. Always read the instructions. There's a sermon illustration in there somewhere. I'm so excited. Well, here's what it looks like. Goodbye, couch potato lifestyle. Oh, Garmin. There's an app for this thing. How many steps have you done today? That's kind of cool. I programmed it, so there's like this, can't do it without breaking my wrist. So there's this vertical way, which I set it up, and there's also a horizontal way. The problem with the message thing, after just playing with it and pairing it to my phone for a second, is that you get messages from Facebook, email, text, everything. So every time Amazon sends me an update, this thing's going to be buzzing and driving me nuts. This is going to be really good. I'm excited. Thank you so much, CCC. I also got my ministerial credential, which is really cool. It basically means that they've been evaluating my performance and have determined that they believe that God is working in my ministry, which I hope so. And so they're going to allow me to do weddings and different pastoral responsibilities in the local church. I'm not ordained yet. When I'm ordained, then I'll be able to baptize and marry whoever I want. Marry, as in perform the ceremony. I'm married to my beautiful wife, Sarah. Isn't she gorgeous? And I'm not going to marry anyone besides her. So thank you, Central California Conference. I really appreciate the love, and the rest of you, we'll see you in a little bit.